students. Good morning. Let's try it again. Good morning.
Good morning.
There we go. That's better. My name is Doug Bartling. Thank you very much for that nice introduction. I really do appreciate it. I am a former Motivational High School graduate. I graduated in 1996. So I don't think any of you were born in 96. Maybe some of your teachers, perhaps. So it just goes to show how old I am. I am very glad to be here. Actually, I'm super excited to be here, back in my alma mater, to talk to you guys about, with some will, determination, perseverance, anything that you do in life is achievable. If you just have a little bit of will, determination, some perseverance, patience, and some heart, you guys can achieve anything in life if you just put your head down to it. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fall down. Pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and keep pushing forward. It's very important to understand that when you're going through life. Within the next 45 minutes to an hour, I'm going to try to give you guys a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of words to maybe that you guys can take in your own life so that you guys can live a better life, to be happier for what you have, to be thankful, appreciative for what you have, instead of worrying about things that you can't control, things about that are happening in your life, negative situations that are going on in your life that you think you can't overcome. You know, when life looks bleak, when life looks down and that you can't beat it, you stay positive. You put your head down, go to the grindstone, and keep pushing. You fall down, pick yourself back up. You fall down, pick yourself back up. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Life is not easy, life is challenging. But if you put a little bit of positive attitude in there, positive spin on it, things will work out. Things will work out. Positive energy, positive attitude equal positive results. You're negative. If you're negative about things and like, oh man, I can't do this, I can't do that, guess what? Ain't nothing good gonna happen. If you don't try to be better in life, nothing good's gonna happen. You have to. You're facing negative problems. You know, you're coping with maybe a death of a parent. You have emotional issues, spiritual issues, physical issues. You guys can achieve anything, but you have to do it yourself because nobody's going to do it for you. So basically, you guys are wondering, how did I get hurt? Why are you in a wheelchair? Well, I'm going to tell you. 6 years ago, I was supposed to get married. November '07. And to take a little break from getting married and all the planning, I went camping with a bunch of friends. And I was up at Racket Lake. And it was cloudy out, dark, rainy. We were playing horseshoes on the beach. And just for giggles, for jokes, I took off my shirt and went hightailing into the water. Waves are coming in, I'm like, jump, 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 running over the waves, you know what I'm talking about? Just to do a shallow dive, to get wet, come back up. I misjudged it. Boom. Implanted right into the ground. Led too much with my head. And it felt like one of those cartoon characters. When a cartoon character walks by a patch of ice, steps on it, and it freezes up their body. Starts with the one leg, goes to the other leg, and freezes it, trickles out. So when I implanted, this leg went. Almost felt like it fizzled out. And then everything went. And I rolled over, and I'm lying like this in the water. And as I'm going under, water covered over my face, and I still have my eyes open. So as I'm bobbing in the water, I could see out of the corner of my eye, my girlfriend at the time, my family, they're all looking at me, but I couldn't yell for help. My diaphragm was almost taken out. My doctor said you could take a piece of paper and put it underneath. That's how close it was from giving a hole in my neck so that I could breathe. So right there, I'm thankful that a little bit higher of an injury, I would be breathing through a tube to stay alive. When I got helicoptered over to Syracuse, the doctor put surgery, gave me the surgery, and he told me he had to do immediate surgery because I burst fractured my vertebrae all over my cord. And they had to take it off. He told me I had 50-50 shot. Whether it was living or whether it was walking, I wasn't sure, but when he told me 50-50 shot, it just scared me because I wasn't sure what's going to happen. But of course, I had to have him do the surgery because I had to get that vertebrae stuff off my cord. So they did the surgery. Then he told me that if I got out of the surgery, I'd be in a coma. I woke up 4 hours later. So right there, it's so thankful. Doctor came up to me, shake my hand. I reached out. I couldn't grip his hand. My hand is like this. I can't move my fingers. So when you're a guy, you're a man, I was 30 at the time, you know, that kind of thing, and you can't give a handshake, that's a big deal. Big, big deal. Can't play the guitar, can't throw a baseball, can't shoot hoops, can't do any of that anymore. But am I going to sit back and be upset for the 400 things that I can't do out of the 500? Or am I going to try to work on the 100 things that I still can do? I choose to work on the 100 things that I still can do. It's very easy to get down on yourself. And still at this time, I had no idea how bad of an injury it was. You know, I'm still cracking jokes in the hospital. Still talking to the people that were in there. I was shared a room with some old couple, old guy, and his name was Doug too, so that was funny. Still cracking jokes. I had no idea really the severity of my injury. So they shipped me back down to Sunnyview, which is down in Schenectady. It's a rehab facility. I was there for 2 months, 61 days. And while I was there, I had a couple friends, and their girlfriends and wives left them. I didn't want that to happen to me. So I stayed positive, not for myself, but for her. Because I wanted to not be alone. I needed somebody to help guide me. So I used her to push me. So when the doctor told me that I was a quadriplegic, I didn't really know what that meant. But I knew that I couldn't shake his hand. So when I go to sleep at night, I'm still dreaming of me running, playing, throwing, all this stuff. And then I wake up and can't move my hands. Every morning for the first couple of months, I wake up and I try to squeeze my hands, try to make a fist. And it never came. In my dreams, I'm always running, never in a wheelchair, until I wake up. And I'm like this. But it's okay to be different. I'm different. But I'm still Doug in here and in here. I'm a better person than I was before I got hurt. Many doors closed on me when I got hurt as well. But lots of doors opened up. I found my faith. I got a great girlfriend. I got a good life. And now instead of being a painter, I had the opportunity to do this. I got in the radio business, and now I can go around to inspire you kids. And I might not know if I inspire any of you. Maybe 10 years down the road, I get an email from you, hey, Mr. B, I was in your audience. You were fantastic. But I'll never know, unless you guys say something or tell a teacher or whatever. But I just want to let you know that it's okay to be different. Embrace who you are. If you're a little overweight, who cares? It's you. Somebody's picking on you, they got more issues than you do because they find the need to make people cry. That's really big of them. I bet you their parents would feel really proud. When I was at Sunnyview, I wanted to walk. Obviously, one of my therapists told me that I wasn't going to walk again. That was the first time I cried. Really bawled. 3 weeks in. I'm like, I'm never going to walk again. But I wouldn't give up. I refused to give up. So I wanted to learn how to brush my teeth. Could you imagine waking up tomorrow and you can't brush your teeth or comb your hair or do these little things that we take for granted? Now, I'm sure all you guys wake up, and you guys probably, like me, when I was in 6th grade, I did not like Mondays. I despised Sunday nights. Oh, I gotta go to school in the morning, I can't believe this. But could you imagine waking up and not being able to do any of those things? Being able not to dress yourself, not to shower yourself, not to be able to brush your teeth, and you have somebody doing it for you. Imagine that. It's not good. Not good at all. So, I grabbed a toothbrush, went up to a sink, had a toothbrush sitting here, had my toothpaste, had all this stuff. I refused to have somebody do it for me. So I grabbed the toothbrush, pick up, drop it. Come on. And now this is called tenodesis. I have full wrist flexion. It looks like that I can move my hands, but until I tell you that I can't move, but I can't move my fingers. I can feel it all. The outside of my arms, I can't feel. So if I go into a snowbank or a burner on a stove, I can't feel it at all. But if I go like this, I can feel everything. Right through here and down, I have slight sensation around the mid-level. I can't move anything, and I have no sensation down here. But when one thing happens and one door closes or several doors close, you have to push on. You can't quit. You can't give up. That's a no-brainer. You give up and you're a quitter, guess what's going to happen to you in life when you're older? You're going to be a quitter. You're going to take the easy way out of things. Very easy for me to just give up. Very easy for me to just feel bad for myself. But I refuse to do it. I won't do it. So this toothbrush, I'll be darned if I'm going to not learn how to do it. Pick up, drop it, pick up, drop it. Come on. Got it. All right, got the toothbrush, got the toothbrush. All right, focus on the toothbrush. Got it? Okay, toothpaste. Pick up, drop it. Now I still got my eyes on the toothbrush because I don't want to drop it. Pick up, drop it. Pick up, drop it. Pick up, drop it. Pick up, drop it. Pick up. All right, got it. Drop toothbrush. Pick up the toothbrush, drop the toothpaste. Yeah, exactly. Pick up. All right, I got them both. Got them. All right. Now what? I got to take the cap off the toothpaste. Oh, brother. Now I get the toothpaste on the toothbrush. Just imagine the amount of toothpaste that's been on me at one time. So I found it the best way, instead of putting the toothpaste on the toothbrush, I'm gonna put the toothpaste, squirt it right in my mouth. So I took the toothpaste out, then I put the toothbrush in my mouth. I brush my teeth. Hot dog! Took me a month to learn how to brush my teeth. A month to do something that was second nature to me. Yeah. In that time, I learned how to brush my hair, shave. I was pushing a manual chair. I was doing some things on my own, and it felt great. It felt great. Something that I was never going to be able to do again, I'm doing on my own. So all of a sudden, money doesn't matter. All the money, you can make all the money in the world you want. I don't feel bad for myself. You know how many people got it worse than I do? You know the millions of people that got it worse than you do? When you wake up in the morning and you say, oh man, my life is terrible, blah, 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 my DS4, whatever the heck they are out there, PlayStation 18, that broke. None of that matters. None of it. Imagine waking up tomorrow and you can't see. Imagine if you wake up tomorrow and you're paralyzed, or you have cancer. Appreciate what you have now while you can. You can walk out there right now, slip on a patch of ice, and you're in a chair just like me. You're gonna have to go through the same stuff that I went through. That's why I'm here, to stop you from doing that. That's why I'm here to let you know, to appreciate the people you have in your life. When was the last time you said thank you to your mom and dad for having your back, or for loving you? What about your teachers? Your teachers don't teach just for laughs and giggles. They teach because they care. They want you to grow into adulthood. Listen to your parents. Listen to your teachers. I am not either one of them. I'm a friend. I'm a friend that's been around the block a time or two. Telling you, don't get involved with the wrong crowd, because they're going to bring you down. They brought me down. I got involved in a lot of things that I regret. Can't go back and change them now. All I can do is just be thankful for what I have and be a better person. Be a better person. So when I was at Sunny View and I was trying to rehab my body, trying to be positive, trying to do all these things, when I left, the last thing that they said to me was, before I left, before I started my outpatient, they said that if they're going to see any movements in my legs, they're going to see it in the water, because your mass is so light in the water. So if they're going to see any slight movement, they're going to see it in the water. Where did I get hurt? In the water. So do you understand how scary it was for me to go back in that water? Imagine. Just imagine. Now I got to go back in the water where I got hurt. I was so scared, so worried, But that's the only way I'm going to get a chance to walk again. So of course I have to do it. But you have to face your fears. If you're scared of something, speak up. Tell somebody about it. Don't keep it in. If you're going through negative problems, face them. Don't run from them, because they're going to catch up to you. If you have an illness, you have a disability, you are, not fitting in school, if you're different in any way, if you feel worthless, look in the mirror and say that you're special, because you are. You're all meant for greatness. We all have a gift. You might not know it now, but you'll know it in the future. If you're a giver, give. If you're a teacher, teach. In my case, I'm an encourager, so guess what I'm doing? I'm going around to encourage you guys. Use your gift. So I go back in the water. I'm covered in floaties. I got floaties on my arm, floaties on my legs, those little worm thingies that are on my legs. I got a life preserver. I'm a floating raft in the water. Got a therapist on my legs, got a therapist on my upper body. And here I am, floating in the water, looking at the tiles, counting the holes in the tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So here I am in the water. They're trying to tell me, all right, try to move your leg. And I think it's moving because I feel that it's moving, but it's not. Eventually, I got better. I started moving my arms. I was still no movement in my legs, but I tried. And that's the best you can do, is try. If the going gets tough, don't just quit. I could be in my house right now, sleeping. You guys can be screwing around in school, not doing your homework, goofing off in class. But let me tell you something. That's all going to come back to haunt you in the future. You better start taking your school right. Because guess what, buddy? Guys and girls out there, listen to me. You need your schooling. I'm not your parent, I'm not your teacher, I'm telling you straight up. If you don't get your diploma and you want to jerk around in school, guess where you're going to be? You're not going to get any good job, not with this economy. Life is tough. And I'm telling you right now, you guys are going to miss school so much. You're totally going to miss school. So I'm in the water. They're taking off the floaties, they're taking off the leg things, they're doing, I'm just floating in the water. I get a substitute. She comes in, and I don't have my thing, and I'm doing the backstroke. And I'm still floating around, but I still have the life preserver on. So she comes in and says, Doug, I want you to do a barrel roll. What do you think about that? And I said, what's a barrel roll? You know what a barrel roll is? What happens to a barrel when it's in the water? Just rolls around, right? So I said, you want me to go underwater and roll back up on the other side? She said, yes. I said, are you nuts? Really? You want me to go under? What's going to happen if I go underwater? What am I supposed to do if I can't come up? She says, just start splashing. You want to talk about scared? Now I got to go underwater. So I did it. And I came up the other side. And it was awesome. It was a great feeling. I went underwater, came back up the other side. I faced it. I did it. So I said, okay, can I do it again? So I did it again. And when I was under this time, I took a big breath. And I took a stroke and a stroke. And then rolled back up. So I was like a couple feet from my therapist. So I said I want to do it again. So I went under, stroke, 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 stroke. Came up. Now I'm like 8 feet away. Came up. Within weeks, I was a quad version of Michael Phelps, buddy. Guys, I was going up and down the pool. Awesome. I am swimming. Not only did I face my fear, I conquered it. I kicked it. Check. You guys familiar with the roller coaster Sasquatch? Out for the Great Escape? Yeah, great roller coaster, right? I rode it this summer. Yeah. I wanted to ride it. I wanted to do something I never thought I would do again. And I wanted to get on it. Now, of course, I didn't go on the one that drops you. Because if I went on the one that drops you from the top, you know, there's one that drops you and there's one that shoots you up. Well, the one that drops you, I was afraid that as soon as it dropped me, my legs were just going to go, and they were just going to snap off. So I went the one that was going to shoot you up. Little guys picked me up. My girlfriend asked a couple people in the line to pick me on it, put me on it, and we ride it. And they said, sure, no problem. Because people are out there, they want to assist me, they want to help. So I reached over his head, grabbed him by the neck, and he picked me up and put me on it. 2 guys. So here I am sitting on the roller coaster like this, holding the thing for dear life, of course. So I'm sitting like this, and I'm talking to him, I'm like, hey buddy, man, I really appreciate you putting me on this. You know, I've rode a roller coaster in 6 years, da-da-da-da, blah, blah, so now you hear the guy count. 3, 2, 1, goodbye. Shot straight up, and I'm like, whoa, like my whole body mass was completely, you know, I'm just like, oh my God. So I'm up at the top, and now I'm coming down, here goes my legs. Left leg's going this way, the right leg's going this way. I'm going down, my legs are going up, I'm going up, my legs are going down, and I'm just flopping around. It was amazing. My left leg went on top of the other guy. I'm like, sorry, I'm not trying to play footsies with you. You know, but it was awesome. Awesome. You know, that same day, it was so hot out, and I wanted to cool down. So we went down to the Splashwater Kingdom or wherever, that tidal wave thing. You guys familiar with that pool? Well, I went down there. Guess who went in it?